Hey everyone, welcome to episode 77 of Get Out of Rap. Today I'm joined by Michael Sherwood, who is the head of digital experience at Atiom Bank, and I'm sure he's known to many of you in the contact center world. When I was looking at this and putting it together, because believe it or not, there is some preparation, I had a look back through, and me and Michael, we met in 2017 judging for the CCMA National Awards. And Michael was one of the first people I sent a message to in 2019 saying about the podcast. And it's taken 76 episodes to get Michael on. So I'm really pleased he's here. He's a great guy, good friend of mine. Michael, thanks very much for coming on.
Hey, thank you very much for the invite, Martin. It's great to eventually get the time to catch up. I hope you will, but thanks very much for inviting me.
Can you believe it? 2017 we met. The world was a different place then, wasn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is. It's been quite a 3 or 4 years, hasn't it? I mean, certainly the last two have been quite challenging. But yeah, I remember the day vividly. Walking into that meeting room and seeing your big smiling face and thinking, right, okay, we're going to have some fun here. But yeah, it's really great to be on the show, Martin. Thanks very much again for asking me to come along.
No worries. We did have a great day actually that day judging, didn't we? I remember you cracking me up because we had to didn't they want to do some filming? And they were asking you for a little soundbite, and then they finished it and said to you, yeah, if you could just do that again. You said, I can't remember what I said.
Yeah. Back in those days, it was I had less experience in front of the camera, put it that way. Yeah, it was one take or nothing.
So yeah, well, I'm still like that now. Yeah. Thankfully technology does record it so they can go back and see what you said, but once I've said it, it's gone, never to be seen again. So you're synonymous with Atiom Bank, and I think you as a person definitely fit that kind of the bank and the brand. It's a great seems like a great place to be, and we'll get onto that. But I just want to start with, where did this all start for you? Can you sort of take us through your career?
Yeah, sure. So I'll start from the beginning. So I've got a degree in architecture and design history, which kind of figures, I spend a lot of time kind of looking at data and some of it, what's happened in the past, and then using that insight to design new experiences. But that was kind of my passion for understanding the history of design and the history of architecture. And I left university, and like most people, I had quite a lot of debt, and I fell into, and I really do mean fell into a job in an outsourced contact center in Hartlepool called CJ Garland's. That was my first ever job, and it was my ex-girlfriend's brother's girlfriend got me the interview. And said, why don't you just go down? And that was when call centers were brand new, really. And there was quite an aura about them, I can remember. So it was kind of the move away from going into bank branches and telephone banking, and call centers were really taking off. I thought, right, okay, that sounds good. All right, so I went along for the interview and got the job. And it was working on the Vodafone Connect account, answering customer service queries to retail customers. And that's where my kind of, passion for contact centers really started. And I spent 8 months or so taking phone calls, and then moved up into a team leader role. I thought, okay, I'm really enjoying myself here. I'm getting to meet some great people, speak to customers. And somebody said, oh, there's a team leader job coming. Do you fancy having a go for it? I was like, right, okay. And got the job, and ended up being the team leader of the team that I was in. So that was an interesting one. It's like, right, okay.
I love it when that happens. What were you like then? What kind of team leader were you like?
Well, I was quite as I am now, wanting to deliver the best service that we could, and to be the best that we could. I'm often asked kind of where does your customer focus come from? And I've got a stock answer for it, is I think you're born with it. I think it is pretty black and white for me. You're either customer focused or you're not, right? And I was just, born that way. I've always been a bit of a people pleaser. And that kind of transitioned through into helping customers. And that was the mindset. And I guess that's probably the main reason that I got the job, right? But also I was, pretty good with people and had the respect of my team. So yeah, I had high expectations. I wanted to do the right thing for customers, and because it was an outsourcer as well, you always had to get that balance between getting out of wrap and making sure that you answered, the right number of phone calls, but also made sure that you did it in the right way and delivered good service so that they didn't call back.
It's a great proving ground, isn't it? It's somewhere great to start, because I don't think you're ever going to find an industry where you have to deliver a great job in a certain amount of time, where everything is kind of cutthroat, isn't it? It's everyone's competing. You've got to be competitive, but you've also got to have that customer focus.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've spoken about this before, and it teaches you. I mean, I was 20, early 20s, 21, 22. You know nothing when you're 21, 22. You've not got a clue about anything, have you? But what did it? It taught me about being empathetic. It taught me about how to solve problems. It taught me how to prioritize. Taught me how to deal with different individuals. I had some people in the team that were naturally customer focused and some that weren't, and how do you manage that, and how do you coach, and how do you until I became a team leader, I just thought everybody thought like me in the main. And then you gradually realize that nobody thinks like you, and everybody thinks differently, and and then adapting your leadership style. And so it was just a great grounding, a great place. Like I say, I fell into it, but I feel really fortunate that that's the way it happened. I wouldn't change it for the world. And I actually recommend people now, if you're not quite sure what you want to do, great grounding is to go into a contact center and speak to customers and become a team leader. Because it doesn't matter what you do in the future, it'll give you a great grounding in many ways.
I couldn't agree more, especially that point around the belief, that the realization rather, that people have totally different outlooks, mindsets, motivations to you. That was a big shock for me, and led to a lot of frustration, because I would assume people wanted to do the same as me, be the same as me, and being that team leader and realizing, oh, this person really doesn't care. What am I going to do? What am I going to do now? This person isn't like me.
Exactly. And there was one person I can remember who remained nameless in my team, who used to answer like over 100 calls a day, and they were kind of lauded for being, because it was an outsourcer. And then I became the team leader, and I started to listen to the calls. I realized that actually, getting out a wrap and answering certain number of calls per day wasn't the be all and end all of being a customer service agent. Let's put it that way.
I know exactly what you mean. I had someone in my team that they were so cold with me. It was much older person, so I was like you, sort of early 20s. This person was more than double my age, been their ages, and I just thought, I'm gonna crack you. And I remember just kind of trying different tactics, going in, trying to initiate different ways of talking to this person, just in the hope that there would be some sign that this person liked me. Because I think, again, at that age, as a team leader, you want everyone to like you. But that was a really important lesson, that it wasn't actually about that. It wasn't, that person didn't have to like me, but they did have to respect me and respect what we were trying to do as a team. But I do remember for months going, right, okay, what's she interested in? How do I saw the horse riding at the weekend.
Well, on that note, so there was another lad on the team who again will remain nameless, who's a really good mate of mine. And actually, when I moved company, he actually came with us, but and I had no HR training at all. And this one lad who was a little bit younger than me was just being a right pain in the neck all the time, just chipping away, all the time.
Yeah.
Right, okay, I'll show this fella. He's might have been promoted, but I'm gonna make him work for this new salary that he's got. And anyway, I was same as you, right? How am I going to tackle this? I thought, well, I can't ask anybody because you're supposed to know it all, aren't you? And anyway, he pushed me over the edge one day, and I actually asked him to come off the phone. And took it upon myself to take him into the call center manager's office, who wasn't in, and gave him a verbal warning without anybody there, no documentation.
Nice.
I just said, right, I've just had enough of this now, so I'm now giving you a formal verbal warning. Little did I know that it was anything but formal. Yeah, but that just shows you how wet behind the ears I was. But
I think you
but
have
great days.
You have to go through moments like that to understand that actually knowing your HR policies is a bit of a ball ache, but it's really important, because I was like you, very similar. Took a guy into the office, drew on the whiteboard. I just split this manager's whiteboard in half, right, and wrote help or hinder. Yeah, and I said, I'm not. I nearly mentioned his name. We're still connected. He still messaged me on LinkedIn. Which one are you in? And he went, "What do you mean?" And I went, "In me trying to do what I'm doing with the team and serving our customers. Which one are you in?" He went, "Definitely help." I went, "You are definitely not." And I said, I can't have you in hinder. You're a pain in the ass, mate. So what can we do to get you into help? And it was just, I think you sort of find these things out, don't you? Mainly through frustration.
Just blunder through. Through. But yeah, just really, really great time. So that's kind of how I started my career, I guess, in call centers, and then moved to another outsourcer, which was over in Peterlee, County Durham. And it actually became Npower, or Npower's first contact center. So, but I was asked to go and be a team leader in the gas and electricity part of. It was an outsourcer, Virtutel it was called, and it had like a number of different clients and stuff, and one of them was Calatex, and yeah, another really funny story is I was in training, and it was my first day, and going through meter readings and all this kind of stuff, and anyway, I'm concentrating, and there's a knock on the training room door, and it was the MD, a guy called Andy Phillips, who God rest his soul, recently passed away through COVID, actually. And Andy was in his pinstripe suit, was knocked on the door, opened the door. Michael Sherwood, can I have a word? I thought, bloody hell, I've only been here a day. What does he want? and anyway, pulled us up to his office. He said, right, you used to work for Vodafone, didn't you? I said, yeah. He said, right, we've just landed a new contract today for Vodafone. We've got to set up an outbound telemarketing operation for them. And I'd like you to be the team leader. What do you think? I said, all right then. Right, no problem. Let's give it a go. And then a lady called Wendy Golightly came in, who was then the operations director. And Wendy, again, brilliant person. She said, right, okay, we're going to go build this system from the ground up, end to end, outbound. We'll get a list. We have to go. And it was just fantastic. I was there for a couple of years, built the team up, got it to about 35, 40 people. And then Npower came in with an exclusivity deal on the entire building, so we had to serve notice to Vodafone. And of course, that was not. I didn't take that news very well, let's say. And then off I went. And then I moved to Orange. I was up at Orange at North Tyneside. Was there for a couple of years and helped set up their small business unit. and again, you think, wow, back at the time, small business customers were answered in retail customer services.
Yeah.
So there wasn't a dedicated kind of small business area. So I was recruited to help set that up and run the call center. And then I was there for a couple of years, and then I moved to BGL Group. Again, I was literally the first person through the door, and set the site up in Sunderland. Me and the then associate director, a guy called Paul Clark, set the call center up in Sunderland, and built that from nothing to kind of 300-400 people. We launched 22 different white label schemes for BGL, for the likes of Marks and Spencers and Bradford and Bingley and what have you, and I ended up running the site. So I was there for 4.5 years. And then from BGL, I then went to Tesco Bank. And I was with Tesco Bank for 5 years and did all kinds of stuff. But again, startup. Again, this was moving existing customers away from RBS and building a new general insurance business from scratch. I worked on the program on a number of different things, but predominantly on the work stream to find the call centers. And I was tasked to go around the country and find a new contact center building for this new general insurance business that we were building. And so I went off on my travels with a lady from IBM called Breda Walsh, and went all over, and I couldn't find one that was kind of 100,000 square feet in the timescales that we had. We went everywhere. Went to Liverpool, went to Bristol, and I said, well, Newcastle's not on this list. Is there anything in Newcastle? And went back and said, well, go and have a look in Newcastle then. And went and have a look at in Newcastle, and Quorum, where Tesco Bank's call centre is now, had just been built, the first building. And they weren't even on the list. And then they said, right, okay, we'll go to Newcastle. And they've now got 800 and odd people working there, and it's one of the biggest sites in the region. So loved it at Tesco. Absolutely loved it at Tesco. And then I moved from Tesco to Virgin Money, where I ran their sales and service contact centre for mortgages and savings, and also so back into operations, and then on to Atiom. And I've been at Atiom for nearly 6 years. So that's it. That's my career in a nutshell.
I love it. There's so much in there to unpack, and some great stories. There's a theme there that I just wonder, and I don't expect like an absolutely nailed on answer, but it seems to me that as well as just being someone that's just jumped at these opportunities, and it's testament to our industry, right? But there's a theme in there about there's a lot of startup activity. There's a lot of things where you've been asked to, right from the word go, right, that kind of very first knock on the training room door. For people that are listening who are going to be given these opportunities, this chance to start things up, what would you put your success down to, or what would you say is important with a mindset when it comes to startup? Because it doesn't have to be build me an 800-seat call center. It could just be, we want you to do this new project, or we want you to take on this new team, or these are all new activities, right? And you've been a great success at them. What would you want to share with people who will find themselves in the same situation?
I think if there was one piece of advice that I could share, which hopefully is meaningful, is that attitude is everything. It really is. So if you're presented with an opportunity which can, and you haven't got the experience behind you to know, step by step how to do this thing, sometimes that could be a scary place, right? It can make you feel anxious. It could make you, fight or flight type thing. But only like on reflection am I saying this, even though I was pretty scared and thinking, wow, what the hell am I doing here? I just thought, yeah, let's have a go. Let's, what's the worst that can happen? and just had a good attitude and thought, right, okay, and I was positive and wanted to make things happen, and just got people involved. And I guess that enthusiasm, that passion, kind of then rubbed off on people, and then it just kind of snowballs. But I think it's all underpinned actually by wanting to do the right thing by customers, right? And also, if you just take Virtutel, for example, Andy had just knocked on the door, and I wanted to do right by him, so that he's shown a bit of faith in me, right? Well, I'm going to repay that then. I'm going to do the absolute best I can. And I think that's all you can do, is that if you've got a good attitude, you try and be positive, get over the fear, and do the right thing, then the chances are, and do the best you can. And if you fail, you fail, right? If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But the vast majority of times, in my experience, if you've got that kind of mindset, then you won't go far wrong.
Love it. I feel all motivated now after that. So you've arrived at Atiom Bank, and is it safe to say that by this point in your career, you're moving more into customer experience? Or you said something to me that this digital experience, was that from the outset when you joined Atiom, or is it still operations? Where were you?
No, I'll have to rewind actually, because I started to get into kind of experience design and voice of the customer back at Tesco.
Okay.
So although it was a startup and a setup, and it was kind of a build, operate, mature type situation, I did get involved in a lot of things. So I set up the technical referral unit from scratch. I helped write job descriptions, recruit the heads of department, and there was some target operating model stuff there, as well as finding the building. It was like, right, let's go and fill it with the right people and get the thing operational. So there was that, but it was a conscious thing for me. I didn't actually want to go and get directly involved in the operation. I ended up running the technical referral unit, but only because that needed to be done. And also my outsourcing experience as well meant that needed to be done. But what I wanted to do was very deliberate, actually, which to get involved in stopping the phone ringing is probably the best way I could describe it. I had a lot of experience answering the queries, but I was like, right, let's understand how and why the phone's ringing in the first place, and then how can we use insight to improve the system conditions. So spent a lot of time at Tesco. I loved it at Tesco. Great organization, great people, brilliant framework. Spent a lot of time at Tesco retail as well. So, and obviously Tesco with Clubcard, it's an insight driven business. It always has been. And got the opportunity to start implementing voice of the customer type solutions. So I introduced post call IVR, started to get feedback from the troops on the phones, set up demand capture teams with the guys up in Glasgow, and got into that whole continuous improvement voice of the customer piece there. I also got involved in I helped write the business case for introducing web chat. So and that was right in the early days. It was one of the first organizations to introduce a digital channel, and then we introduced a knowledge management system and built that from scratch. So then started to tie the two things together in terms of he's the data and the insight that's coming in about the customer, and then using the internal comms and knowledge management system to communicate that and to try and influence change. And then from that we start to set up little continuous improvement teams, and gradually optimizing this new big operation that we built to try and reduce fairly demand and ultimately reduce cost and improve the lives of the agents, because they were dealing with less problems from customers. So that's kind of where it started, and then so very deliberate to I read the tea leaves a bit with customer experience and voice of the customer quite early on, and kind of carved a route out in that space for myself. And did that for 3 or 4 years, and ended up winning Customer Experience Champion Award at the CCMAs back in 14, I think it was 2014, for that work. And it was looking at general insurance customers, and the big questions I was asking was, why are we charging loyal customers more than existing customers, and that kind of stuff, and kind of really driving that tough conversation internally is that this doesn't feel quite right, and Tesco is a really customer focused organization, so let's go change that. And my boss nominated me for an award, Angela Jameson, and ended up winning it, and that's where the whole kind of customer experience type thing began. And then from there I moved over to Virgin Money, and again, great organization, but I was only there for about 18 months, but I was back in the operation. And although I enjoyed it, it was like I was just doing some of the stuff that I'd done before because it worked. Measuring the right things, good coaching and what have you, and did work on. I was responsible for Facebook and Twitter, and learned a lot about social there. So I wouldn't change it for the world, and worked with some really good people. But it was just it was a bit old hat. So it was time to move on. And I did put in voice of customer stuff and all the rest of it. But yeah, and then Atiom came along. It was like, right, okay, this is exactly right. The timing's right. It's startup. Use my digital experience, use my operational experience, and kind of started to put it all together.
How does, for those listening, how does DX then differ from CX, or does DX include CX?
Yeah, so I was initially recruited as head of CX. So it was kind of the customer experience, I guess, across the bank. But it was, as described, it was setting up the early demand capture and getting all that thing going and building the voice of the customer program. And did that for a couple of years in terms of continuous improvement, optimization. But then I was asked to pick up user experience as part of my responsibility, to put the voice of the customer and the actual main vehicle for customers to bank with us, which is the app, together, and for me to kind of own that, not just provide information and to drive changes in through the app, but to actually own the journeys within it. And again, it was something I was like, right, okay, yeah, let's go do this then. And then we continued to optimize. And I was also then asked to pick up responsibility for visual design. So a visual design is kind of for people that aren't aware, is just the look feel of the app. So I'm responsible for insight and intelligence, customer insight and intelligence, the actual app and the journeys themselves, but also how they look and feel in terms of the user interface, the UI as we call it, but also the brand and the look feel of the brand. And it all just came together, really. Some of it was by design, some of it wasn't. It just kind of happened again. But it just made complete sense. And then, the whole human-centered design piece was taken off, which again, for me, was just, it wasn't really a thing. It was just something that I'd always had within me, which is understand what matters to customers, and rather than make those things better, it was design things to meet the needs, kind of thing. Yeah. So, and that's when the whole, and then I'm also responsible for the look, feel, and design of the website. So that's when the whole digital experience thing came together. It wasn't just about customers, it was actually about the channels that they use, and the design and improvement of those channels. which is where the kind of DX piece comes from. So yeah, and that kind of then extended to all lines of business. So our business banking, retail banking, our internal systems, and the design of those, to make sure that they're easy for our guys on, let's say, in the operations to use. And so yeah, and that then leads to other things, which is right. So how do you take some of these principles around understanding customer needs and then designing to meet them through into propositions design and product design, and yeah, that I guess is brings us right up to date, which is the journey we've been on at Atiom is just been, you know, exhilarating, a roller coaster, really hard. I mean, I'm a bit of a sucker for it now. It's like 5 startups in a row, but but you know, some are more difficult than others depending on what you're trying to do, and Atiom's just trying to change the industry. Our vision or mission is to change banking for good in inverted commas, you know, like forever, but also, you know, for good, for the right reasons. And using new technology, and some of that technology had never been used before. I mean, you know, when Atiom started, banking in the cloud wasn't a thing. You know, it didn't exist. We were the first organization in the UK to introduce biometric security in an app before Apple.
Yeah, that's
which
amazing.
is quite a thing. Before Apple. So and so, you know, that provides opportunity, but it also provides challenges because it's never been done before. So yeah, it's just, you know, just a really fortunate, and I feel really humble to have had the career that I've had so far, and to work for such a brilliant organization. You know, it's
what is because like you, I'm sure you'll agree that the experience that you give your employees determines to some extent the experience that your customers get, right? So in all the interactions I've had with you, and from sort of viewing things from afar, it seems you recruit and therefore have attracted a certain type of person into Atiom Bank. Because I love this kind of, what you're talking about is like positive disruption, right? Is looking at an industry and going, how can this be improved for the customer? So you've got that baseline of doing it for the customer, but for the employees at Atiom, like yourself, what is it about Atiom? What are the kind of that makes it different? What's it like to work there?
I think, well, it's a bit of a cliche, but it's the truth. It's the people, you know, above anything, and the mindset of those people, and the passion and the beliefs that they have. I think, you know, not everybody wants to go to work to make a difference, but everybody, or the vast majority at Atiom, would do so because they wanted to change the banking industry. I think everybody that was initially recruited, you know, I was one of the first 100 people there, had come from financial services and knew that, you know, there was some things that weren't, when we're in the midst of the financial crash, you know, me, and I'm certainly not alone, we knew that there was some things that were going on from the customer's perspective that weren't right, you know. And then, you know, Atiom was founded on a really simple principle, is that, you know, we want to put a bank in your pocket, but also not only could you kind of bank using your mobile or your tablet, but also that it would be built for the right reasons, and it would be built to serve customers. And banking's really simple, right? You know, it makes money by taking saving deposits in from customers at one rate, interest rate, and lending them out to other customers at a higher interest rate, right? And it makes a profit. But the problem with incumbent banks, or traditional banks, if you like, in inverted commas, is that there's a bit in the middle, which is really costly, inefficient, transactional legacy, usually current account based, right? It costs a lot of money to have a current account type bank because you need massive call centers and there's lots of transactions go through and there's lots of complexity and what have you. But Atiom was designed to not have that bit in the middle. So it could take all the benefits that come with fintech, which in the main, again, is really simple, right? It's about using technology to build something that is super efficient and therefore super cost friendly, and then you can pass that value on to customers, right? So the Atiom business model is super disruptive but super simple, right? It builds a really efficient banking machine which doesn't have all the operational overheads and costs that a traditional current account based incumbent bank would have. And it then flips the banking model on its head, and it uses that efficiency to give better rates to savers, higher rates to savers, and lower rates to lenders. Right? I just want to repeat that again. The usual banking model is the other way around.
Yeah.
Right? It charges savers as little interest as possible, gives them as little interest as possible, and then charges lenders higher rates as possible to pay for the inefficiency, right? It's passed on to customers. We don't have any of that, so we've flipped it on its head completely, right? So that in itself is a very, very simple, notion to grasp, but is really, really transformational, right? So when we talk about changing banking for good, that's what we mean, as well as building products and services and experiences that are built back from customers directly. But if you put those two things together, a banking model which delivers value through efficiency and really great experiences that are built for customers, then you have Atiom. Because not only is it great for customers, but also it's great for shareholders because we've just made a profit, our first monthly profit. So and then it can be self-sustainable, and we don't rely on capital from investors. So that's what is different about Atiom.
But this change in banking for good, then, does that mean that you see increased customer loyalty so that people feel like they're part of something, as opposed to it being I like my bank, but it's just a bank I've had for forever, so it's a bit more transactional? Whereas do you have your customers feel like they're part of this new movement?
I'm not sure they feel like they're part of the movement, because we haven't really we don't really describe it to our customers in that way. What they experience is a digital experience which is really super simple, that anybody can use, that delivers great value, and better interest rates. And then some people initially, when we first started, it still happens now, a lot of customers have never kind of saved digitally, and we're talking about the life savings here, right? So some people will go and try it because they're early adopters, but then those early adopters start to talk to other people about it, and then the reputation starts to grow. Martin Lewis starts to talk about it, and then all of a sudden, customers are like, well, I'll give this a try then. But all the feedback we get is about ease and simplicity and good value, and that's what then attracts customers. And also, Martin Lewis, gives us a shout out every now and again, and Martin Lewis is the voice of the customer, in many people's minds. So that's kind of how it happens, and then then the thing just starts to grow and starts to snowball, and that's how we built the business that we have, really.
And that's some achievement, isn't it, for you to be disruptive, to go from startup to now being profitable, like you say, with it flipped in reverse to what the norm is. That is some achievement that you guys have achieved.
Yeah, it certainly is. But we're in many ways, we're just getting started.
Yeah.
So, we're still only, 5 and a bit years old. We're now moving into growth phase and start to grow the business. We've got the foundations in place. The experience is really good. But our ambition is not just to be really good, it's to be, the best. And also there's lots of the kind of, the change of banking for good. I mentioned it's dual purposed. One of the things that we're talking about at the minute, and one of the things, this is my personal opinion, is that, I'm troubled by the kind of buy now, pay later piece. If you look at Instagram and you can have it all kind of magnification of wealth, and you then combine that with really easy credit. That doesn't sit well with me as somebody who's worked in the banking industry.
Yeah.
For 25 years, because I've seen it before, right? We've all seen the Wongas and what. It's just the recipe doesn't sit well with me. So from an Atiom perspective, I flip that on its head again. Save now, buy later. Right. And how do we design products, savings products and experiences so that it makes it easier for people to save, particularly younger people, because I think the pull to spend is much bigger than the pull to save, right? But that's by design, right? So, but what if we could design an experience, a savings experience that was connected to you in your life, that you almost save through inertia, let's say. So they're the kind of things that we talk about, under changing banking for good. How can we help younger generations save more, rather than want more, get short-term credit driven by aspiration. Maybe there's a bit of an antidote to that. Antidote's probably not the right phrase, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm 100% bought into this, because I think there's something around. I might be verging into a little bit of maybe not politics, but there's something in this kind of the portrayal of materialism and gaining things. It's often the disadvantaged that are penalized in that sense, because the buy now pay later or fee charging ATMs and things like that, even if you just look at that, they're distributed disproportionately in lower income areas, and that kind of thing really does disturb me a little bit about future generations and what if you're doing something that says work or through inertia save and then buy something, and if you want to get something, it's going to mean more to you. I'm 100% behind that, because I think it's really important. This genuinely happened. I was walking into a supermarket the other day, and there was a lad with his dad, and he must have been 5 or 6. That's all. And it's a throwaway, innocuous little comment, but it did make me think. His dad was saying to him, "It's your birthday coming up soon. What do you want?" And he said, "I want a credit card because I can get loads of stuff without paying for it." And it made me chuckle. But I just thought, how has he even got that thought in his head? So if this kind of changing banking for good, I love that as a tagline, because I wish, certainly, like you, I left uni with debts that kind of followed me around longer than the learning from what my degree was stayed in my head. And if we can do more to educate children around finances, and have banks that talk to them in a way that they can use it easily, and it's as attractive to save as it is to kind of borrow, then I love that.
Yeah, well, that's that hopefully gives you a flavour for the the reason that I do what I do, and the reason that I work at Atiom. I think your question was kind of try and bring that to life, and and explain why you do what you do and what's so good about it. And it really is, the purpose combined with the people that I work with. I feel very fortunate.
With your expertise in digital experience, customer experience, what are the things that you think people should be, the key things that people should be thinking about? It seems to me that you have some fundamental views on what it should be like for customers, and people kind of get too complicated or veer off that and make things strange for customers. What are the things that for you are the critical points of delivering good digital experience?
I think right at the start is the voice of the customer program, and I'd have to admit, it started with an Excel spreadsheet in the contact center. Working with the troops on the phone to understand why our friends and family beta were ringing us, right? And then using that information to feed back to say, right, okay, we need to think about this and might want to tweak that, and etc. Right? And then it's grown and expanded and matured across the bank, multiple touch points. But voice of the customer, is now more people understand that it's not just a fad, that it's not just marketing driven. That actually it's good business. It's the foundation stone for everything, be it in improvement of existing, or be it the design of new. But if you don't have it, you're guessing, right? And I think you might make some kind of inside out educated guesses that kind of are there or thereabouts with your customers. But if you've got a voice of the customer program, you don't have to guess, and it seems really, really simple, but it is, but you've got to be obsessive about understanding what matters to customers and what your organization is doing to your customers, both to the positive and the negative. And then from that, once you've got that foundation stone, the rest of it is relatively straightforward, because be it, let's say it's the improvement of current experiences, you use the data to prioritize, and then it's all about delivery. All right. So the voice of the customer program is there ticking over in the background. But then the focus is about change and your capability to change. But then on the design of new services, it's about understanding, what are the needs customers have that they might not even realize that they've got. And there's a nuance to that. It's not about asking customers what they want, because they'll tell you faster horse, that kind of thing. But it's about understanding the true need from a human-centered design perspective, and then designing digital experiences that meet that need. And the needs that have been identified that don't have an experience or a product are the ones that kind of really, really take off, because all of a sudden there's a connection. It's like, right, okay, well, that works. It's servicing the job that I need doing that I didn't really know needed doing, if that makes sense. And they will then become successful because they're solving a customer's problem, or making it easier, or making it simpler, or saving them time or effort so they can get on with the rest of their lives. So hopefully that's explained my thinking, which is foundation stone is all about customer insight, and then that can branch off into two different areas: improving current or designing new.
I love that. Well, this has been well worth the wait. I've got over my disappointment of years and years of chasing you to get you onto the
I've been
podcast.
Busy.
Well, that's no excuse. I thought we were friends.
We are, mate. We are. Thanks again for persevering.
I've loved it. You just promise me you won't leave it as long before you come on again, or want to put one of your team to come on with you, or come on as well, because you've got some great guys there at Atiom. I genuinely love what you do. Excuse me. I genuinely love what you do, and it's refreshing to see. I think you're a great role model for people that are listening who are out there in the call center right now, maybe wanting to go into something different, I think the lesson, just hearing your story, is have a great attitude, have the customer at the heart of everything, and just go for it. So, Michael Sherwood, Head of Digital Experience at Atiom Bank, thank you very much for coming on, mate.
You're very welcome, and thanks for having me. Much appreciated. Cheers, Martin. Take care, mate.
Cheers.